And it was pretty amazing to have the experience where I kind of knew this before it, but having it reinforced that in life, if you're trying to protect something that hurts by not moving, it damages everything else. And you described it earlier that, when you're not feeling well, you sit on the couch and then you're going to just continue to not feel well. It's going to actually get worse, and it's a positive feedback loop. And for me, this last year has been really interesting, as now I move far more than I ever have as an adult. And when I feel pain or when I hurt, instead of avoiding it like I used to, now I kind of like, okay, let's see, is this damaging hurt or is this healthy hurt? And if it's not damaging hurt, then I lean into it a little bit and do more. And I'm hoping, because by the way, hanging, it hurts my hands right here. It's like, why does it hurt right there? But it does. But I know it's not damaging. It's just like I'm not strong there. My skin's sensitive. So I'm hoping that over time that'll get tougher and then it won't hurt anymore. So anyway, that's kind of fun. Okay, so you've given some advice to yourself from a year ago. Now, what advice would you give to other parents who has a child who is spirited, strong-willed, maybe a little challenging for them to understand?
Um, just understand that in the end, if you love them and if you do what you think is best for them, and if you talk to them about what they want and how they want to accomplish it, and then negotiate by telling them how you think they should accomplish it, and then working that out, I think that's really all you can do. Um, Especially if they're stubborn and they want to do things a certain way, or if they like don't want certain things to come into contact with them. Just understand that one day it will get better, and one day they're going to call you crying because they don't know how to do taxes because school never taught them how to do that. And one day they are going to come to you for help. And what you can do right now is offer that help. And if they don't take it, they don't take it, but you keep offering it to them. You keep doing it. You keep being a parent. And then one day, once they get past the of life, which won't really happen, but there will be breaks, then it will most likely turn out good for all of us.
That is some great advice for parents. Well, Rachel, thank you. Do you have any questions for me?
Um, what's your opinion on my uh lack of, I want to say enthusiasm, my lack of the ability to function on some days?
Okay. So there are two parts to answer that question. There's two parts. One is a capacity part, and the other part is a drive part. And that's the capacity that is not a static. A lot of people think capacity is like a bowl. If you have a bowl that can hold 5 cups of water, that bowl always holds 5 cups of water. But that's not how capacity works in people. Capacity in people is like a balloon. And some days you can feel the balloon is full of water, and in other days it's just not. And then some days you try and overfill it and it bursts and it breaks. And so when you ask my opinion about your ability to do things, the capacity is the part that's really hard to judge. It's the part that I'm not ever comfortable making a declarative statement that she has the capacity to do this. We need to make her do this. My instincts are always to be to figure out where you are from your own perspective, and then encourage you to use up as much capacity as you have. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case for your siblings. And so they're suffering years later because I didn't know how to be a better dad back then. And now I do know how to be a better dad. I'm still not perfect by any stretch, but I do understand that I should be helping you hit your full capacity as often as I can. So that's the capacity side. When you're sick, when your back is hurting, when you're exhausted, your capacity might be just to sit there in school. Because if you can sit at home, you certainly can sit at school. The thing that is the part that people sometimes forget is that school doesn't just have physical presence. It also has other people. And that can be exhausting to someone who has diminished capacity for social engagement and stimuli. So it's always hard. And I don't know what it is like on your side, because I ask questions and then I do a lot of thinking. And sometimes I'll be like, hey, I'm not going to decide right now because I need to figure this out, because I am trying to measure capacity. On the drive side, on the motivation side, you've always been someone to set goals.